All right, hello and welcome to this video. As you can see from the title, what we're going to be covering today is how to stop giving a shit what people think of you for good. And as you can see from the overview, what we're going to be talking about more specifically is first the overview itself, the prison of opinions and the path to freedom. Get a purpose bigger than your fear. People will judge you no matter what. Most people's lives are a mess. The only people who criticize are behind you. And when you shine, you give others permission. And finally, live loud, live free. So, with that being said, let's talk about the prison of opinions and the path to freedom. So, let me ask you something right now. What would your life look like if you never again gave power to other people's opinions? How much freedom, creativity, and progress is sitting on the other side of you, not giving a damn what someone might think? How many dreams have you killed because of what someone might think? How many times have you stopped yourself from speaking up, showing up, or stepping out because of the imaginary crowd of critics in your head? How often have you felt the sting of fear, not because the thing you wanted was dangerous, but because someone might judge you for trying? Here's the raw truth most people never tell you. The life you're dreaming about is waiting on the other side of you doing the thing, regardless of what people think. And if that hits a little too close to home, good. Because that means you're starting to see it. You're not the only one who's held back, played small, or stayed silent. This isn't just your struggle, it's the struggle. But it's also where your freedom begins. We all care what people think. It's hardwired into us. Back in the caveman days, being liked literally kept you alive. Getting kicked out of the tribe meant death. Acceptance meant safety, belonging, and survival. And our nervous systems are still wired for that tribal thinking. But you're not a caveman anymore. You're living in a world with 8 billion people, infinite niches, and endless possibilities. You're not gonna die because some guy from high school thinks your new business is cringe. You won't be exiled from the village because you posted a vulnerable video or shared your big, bold dream. And yet, we still let those ancient fears run our modern lives. We hide, we hesitate, we hold back, but what if today, right now, you decided to flip that script? What if you chose to live so boldly that their opinions couldn't touch you? What if you started showing up like the world needs what you have because it does? Because the truth is, when you finally stop caring what people think, you become unstoppable. You become magnetic. You become dangerous in the best way possible. You become free. This isn't just about confidence. It's about reclaiming your life. You can stop giving a shit what people think starting now, and this video is going to show you exactly how, step by step. If you want to unlock your next level in business, love, purpose, and power, keep watching. Stick with this, and by the end, you won't just know how to stop caring what people think, you'll feel it in your bones. You'll have the clarity, the mindset, and the fire to finally move, to finally be free. So let's talk about getting a purpose bigger than your fear. So the fastest way to stop caring what people think is have something you care about more, period. When your mission is bigger than your fear, fear loses its grip on you. Fear will always be there, lurking in the background. It's part of the human experience. But when your purpose is powerful enough, it overrides that fear. It silences it. It puts fear in the backseat and keeps you behind the wheel. Purpose gives you energy. It gives you clarity. It gives you the emotional firepower to walk straight through rejection, ridicule, and resistance without flinching. When you're driven by a vision, a dream, a calling so strong it pulls you out of the bed in the morning, you stop worrying about the opinions of people who aren't on your path. You're not on their level. You're building in a different league. You're too busy building. You're too busy living. You're too obsessed with what could be to care about who thinks what. That purpose could be anything: building your dream business, creating financial freedom for your family, helping people at scale, proving to yourself that you're capable, living a life that's so damn alive it makes you cry, showing your kids what's possible when you don't settle, making a dent in the universe, even if it's a small one, healing a generational wound so your family doesn't repeat it, becoming a living example of what's possible when someone refuses to quit. Whatever it is, lock in on it. Let it consume you. Let it become your reason for being. Let it give you tunnel vision. When your eyes are fixed on a bigger mission, the little distractions lose their power, because when you're laser focused on what matters, the noise fades away, the opinions fade away, the doubts fade away, and all that's left is you and the mission. So purpose makes you magnetic, it makes you focused, it makes you dangerous in the best way possible. When you have something that matters to you more than being liked by strangers, you'll stop trying to please everyone. You'll stop seeking permission. You'll stop watering yourself down to fit in with people you're not even meant to walk with. You'll stop asking, what will they think? And start asking, what kind of impact am I here to make? Purpose gives you roots and wings at the same time. And once you've tasted that kind of drive, that kind of meaning, you'll never trade it for approval again. And you'll start making serious, unstoppable progress. Now, people will judge you no matter what. And here's the hard truth that will set you free. People are going to have an opinion of you regardless of what you do. Whether you start the podcast or stay silent, people will have an opinion of you. Whether you launch the offer or keep it hidden, people will have an opinion of you. Whether you post the video or hold back, people will have an opinion of you. Speak your truth or stay quiet, win big or fail publicly, leave the 9-to-5 or stay for the paycheck, get healthy or stay unhealthy. Someone, somewhere will judge you no matter what. It's inevitable. They'll call you crazy if you change. They'll call you a coward if you stay the same. They'll say you're selfish if you put yourself first. They'll say you're a doormat if you don't. There is no version of your life where everyone applauds. So if you're going to be judged either way, you might as well do the thing that you want to do. You might as well go all in. You might as well chase what lights you up, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Because here's the thing, judgment isn't about you, it's about them. People judge what they don't understand. People judge what they secretly desire. People judge what threatens the illusion they've built for themselves. Your courage reminds them of their fear. Your action exposes their procrastination. Your authenticity shines a light on their facade. So of course, they'll judge, but you can't let that stop you. People will talk if you try. People will talk if you don't. So why not do the thing that lights you up anyway? Why not live so big and loud that their judgment becomes background noise? Here's a little secret. Most of them aren't even judging you for real. They're distracted, they're busy, they're scrolling through thousands of posts a day. Even if they comment, critique, or whisper behind your back, they forget about you in 5 minutes. They're not thinking about you at 2 a.m. when you're lying awake in fear. They're not the ones who will live with the regret if you don't try. They're not the ones who will feel your pain when your potential dies inside you. Besides, most of the people that judge you, they don't even know you. They're just protecting their own baggage. They definitely don't pay your bills. They don't love you. They're not in the arena with you. Their opinion literally carries zero weight. Their opinions are like graffiti on a mirror. You don't need to clean it. You just need to stop looking. Let them gossip. Let them whisper. Let them roll their eyes. Let them misunderstand. Let them make assumptions. Let them sit on the sidelines. While they sit in the stands, you're playing the damn game. While they watch, you're walking the path. While they talk, you're building a life they can't comprehend. And at the end of the day, they won't remember what you did, but you will remember what you didn't do. So stop letting the fear of judgment steal your life. Stop trading your freedom for their approval. You've got something to say, something to build, something to give. Let them judge. You have shit to do. Now, the other thing you need to realize is that most people's lives are a mess and their opinions are worthless. And this one's going to sting a bit, but it's necessary. Most people's lives are in shambles. They're drowning in debt, hating their job, numbing out with Netflix and wine every night, waking up with anxiety and going to sleep with regret, settling in relationships they resent, or repeating the same relationship patterns they've always had and actually never having a real relationship, spending more time scrolling than growing, avoiding responsibility for their own happiness, waiting for a miracle but taking no action. And these are the people whose opinions you're afraid of. Let me ask you something. Do you want their life? If the answer is no, why would you value their opinion? Think about it. Would you take fitness advice from someone who's 80 pounds overweight? Would you take relationship advice from someone in a toxic marriage? Would you take business advice from someone who's broke or never built a business or never even tried? Would you take life advice from someone who's given up on theirs? Of course not. So why let their opinions slow you down? It's not just that their opinions are worthless, it's that they don't even believe in themselves. So how could they possibly believe in you? You're asking for insight from people who haven't done the inner work. You're taking emotional cues from people still stuck in survival mode. You're playing small because someone else never learned how to play big. Most people are too busy putting out fires in their own lives to care about you. If they talk about you, it'll last 5 seconds. Then they're back to worrying about their own problems. They might take a cheap shot, crack a joke, or roll their eyes, but they then go right back to drowning in their own self-created chaos. You're a passing thought in a sea of self-inflicted overwhelm. You're not the center of their world. And yet, you're making decisions as if you are. So stop giving them the space in yours. Stop building your life around their limitations. You deserve more, and deep down, you already know it. The only people who criticize are behind you. And this one's pure gold, and if you really get it, it will change your life. You'll never be criticized by someone who is ahead of you. You can read that again. You'll never be criticized by someone who's more successful, happier, healthier, wealthier, and more fulfilled than you. Because people at the top don't tear others down, they pull others up. And people who are winning in life don't have time to judge people who are trying. They remember how hard it was to begin. They respect the courage it takes to show up, even imperfectly. Only people who have given up on their dreams sit around mocking those who are still chasing theirs. People who hate their own reflection get mad when you hold up a mirror. That hater in your DMs, that snarky comment on your post, that weird vibe from your old coworker, it's not a reflection of you, it's a mirror of their own insecurities. It's the crab bucket in action. You start climbing and the other crabs try to pull you back down. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your effort exposes their stagnation. They'll call you arrogant, they'll say you've changed, they'll question your motives, but deep down they're really asking themselves, why haven't I started climbing yet? But you're not one of them. You're not in the same mindset. You're not playing the same game. You're not interested in staying stuck just to make others comfortable. Let them, because here's what they don't know. You're not just another crab. You're a different species entirely. You're not climbing a bucket. You're building a ladder, a rocket ship, a legacy, and you're not stopping till you hit the top and then pull others up with you. You're not just escaping the bucket. You're dismantling it, because you're not here to compete. You're here to lead. Now, the final thing you need to understand is that when you shine, you give others permission to do the same. Here's a beautiful truth we often forget. When you step into your light, you illuminate the path for others. Most people are hiding, playing small, pretending they don't want more because they're terrified of being judged for wanting it. They've learned to keep their dreams on mute and their ambition locked in a basement. But when they see you show up proudly, unapologetically being yourself, taking bold action, refusing to shrink, something inside them wakes up. It rattles the cage they've built around themselves. Your courage becomes contagious. Your boldness gives them permission to be bold. Your authenticity makes it safer for them to be real. You give them a living, breathing example of what's possible when someone chooses freedom over fear. And that ripple effect, it's how real momentum starts. Not from grand speeches or perfect plans, but from one person daring to live fully and others quietly taking notice. You become the reminder that it's possible, that freedom exists, that courage is contagious. But let's be honest, not everyone will cheer. Yes, some will shrink and criticize, not because you did anything wrong, but because they're still trapped. They're still harboring resentment towards themselves for not stepping into their light, and watching you shine hurts because it reminds them of what they've abandoned. Criticism is often self-rejection projected outwards. And when people haven't forgiven themselves for quitting, they'll resent you for continuing. But the courageous ones, the ones who are ready, they'll see you and want to rise too. They'll feel inspired. They'll start asking themselves, if they can do it, why not me? They'll start dusting off dreams they've shelved. They'll start speaking words they've been swallowing for years. They'll follow your light until they find their own. You weren't just meant to break free. You were meant to lead others to freedom too. So don't dim down. Don't apologize for shining. Shine so brightly it sparks wildfires in others. Shine like your light is the match someone else has been waiting on. Because when you rise, you pull others with you. And that right there is how you quietly change the world, by first changing yourself. So live loud, live free. At the end of your life, the people you were so worried about impressing, they won't be there. They won't be the ones regretting that you didn't write the book. They won't be the ones regretting that you didn't launch the course, start the business, take the leap. You will. So stop giving your power to people who wouldn't even show up at your funeral. Start living the life that feels right to you. You don't need approval. You don't need permission. You don't need everyone to understand. You just need to start. Let them think what they want. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them misunderstand you. While they gossip, you'll grow. While they mock, you'll build. While they watch, you'll win. And at the end of the day, you have a simple choice to make. Do you want to be one of those people who talks about others and quietly resents their own life because they didn't do the thing they wanted to do? Or do you want to be the person living the life of their dreams while others talk about it? If you chose the latter, you've got shit to do, and you're finally free to do it. So let's go over what we went over, which is the overview. Get a purpose bigger than your fear. People will judge you no matter what. Most people's lives are a mess. The only people who criticize are behind you. When you shine, you give others permission. Live loud, live free. And your action items for the day or the next few days. Identify a purpose so powerful it eclipses your fear. Write it down, say it aloud, and let it lead your actions starting today. Share something bold and vulnerable on your social media this week, not for likes, but to practice showing up despite opinions. And list the people whose opinions you fear most. One by one, ask yourself, would I trade lives with them? If not, cross them off and free yourself. With that being said, thank you for being here, and I'm going to see you in the next one.